Greetings. I returned. Let's talk about solo leveling this week. You know, I really like the episode this week because we get to see more of Jinwoo's character outside of fighting, feeling threatened, having to save people, and so on. Just kind of how he acts kind of in his everyday life and the people around him. And the main thing I liked about this episode is how he's using his shadow army to like gain intel, get experience, speed things up. It really reminds me of Naruto Shippuden and how he uses his clones in Shippuden once he realizes like what the clones can do, gaining intel and so on and so forth. That's what how Jinwoo using his shadow army reminds me of how Naruto uses his shadow clones to gain intel, making them work for him, making things a bit more easy. Now, we actually see Tusk with that relic, right? He's now more powerful now. Jinwoo tried him out. Even nerfed, it's still powerful. So I think this episode was another build-up episode, right? Jinwoo actually got his official S rank license. So he's good to go in that regard. He can sell stuff. He can get into more dungeons because he's S rank. He can get into stronger dungeons, higher rank dungeons. He can sell stuff at a high rank and a high price, and people won't question it because he's S rank, right? When he was E rank, people would question how he got that. Now he's officially S rank. Two of the top guilds are looking at him to try to recruit him. He turned them down again. Now, the the Tiger Guild has uncovered his secret that he is a hunter that can continuously get stronger, right? It doesn't mean much that he knows, right? Because I mean it is what it is, but he knows, right? So Jinwoo is officially S rank hunter now. And again, I think this episode is build up, right? At the end, we see some demon knights that Jinwoo kills, and he's about to fight the leader of those demon knights. So again, it's build up. He's back in he's back in the castle, right? Trying to get everything he needs to cure his mom's eternal sleep. And we also see that his assistant, if you will, Jinho's dad is also about to get caught in that eternal sleep, right? So there's an interesting dynamic there. Jinho actually decided to join Jinwoo, right? And not carry on his father's lineage, and not do anything in that regard. So he's actually decided to join Jinwoo. We also see one of the insects from the historic dungeon expedition that they were concerned that now they're evolving and they can fly. We see one of them on the mainland now. So it's some build up happening. It's building up to the climax, right? And the climax is, I believe they said this season was going to be like 12 or 13 episodes or something like that. So it's building up to the big climax, which is an hour long from what I saw. It's going to be an hour long uh, season finale of Solo Leveling. So it's building up to the climax. And I think episodes like this are important because we get to see no action, but we get to see the character in like their everyday life build up, right? Expedition, right? Some answers that we needed for questions that we had, right? We wanted to see how he, and because there was some talk amongst the community that he's losing his emotions, he's becoming this like dark shadow monarch. And in this episode, that should be put to rest. Um, because we see how much he cares for his sister, how much he cares for his mom, and how he even has his shadow army going out in the dead of night doing patrols, right? Like they're a hero legion, doing patrols, saving people, right? So it was an interesting episode. I like it. What I like the most is again how he's treating his shadow army, gaining intel, and I also like the fact that everyone finally knows that Jinwoo is that guy, right? Everyone finally knows, and he's not concerned with the publicity at all. He's just mainly trying to accomplish his goal, going back in the demon castle, curing his mom, and continuously level up. So this episode, I give it an 8. I give it an 8 because it's just a build-up episode, right? It's a build-up episode for is building up for a fight that's about to happen, and is building up for the main fight that's going to happen to conclude the season, which I think is great. But again, let me know what you guys think about this episode in the comments. Do you think that Jinwoo is losing emotion? How do you feel about these build-up episodes? How do you feel about him using his Shadow Legion just like Naruto uses his Shadow clones? Right? That's the first thing that popped in my mind. The way he was using them was how Naruto uses his Shadow clones. But that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.